So today we have a new case of the day. It's Wednesday and it's the 126th case titled Unexplained pH Decoded. So this is a 65-year-old ex-smoker from another country. He was diagnosed to have chronic heart failure, pH, ex-smoke. He had hypertension, a whole bunch of other things, but was being considered for edge-to-edge tricuspid valve repair because there was TR, and decided to take another opinion in India where a repeat echo showed that perhaps the pH was the primary problem with RVRA dilatation, aneurysmal interatrial septum, and possible small PFO. Referred for a CMR for pH evaluation, and our CMR protocol for RV and pH is a little different. So you can see here we're just doing a cine axial which shows IVC, RA, RV dilatation, the TR, and then as we keep going up you can see here the MPA is dilated, and if you look at the SVC here, you can see that there's perhaps an anomalous vessel there. So we'll try and unpack this again and look at this a little more carefully. So IVC distended as is expected, RA dilated, RARV dilated, TR, and then this is the LA, and if you look at this here you can see this anomalous right superior pulmonary vein. The QPQS was 2.1, so we typically try and look at the absolute stroke volume, which suggests a left to right shunt, confirms that. Then we do the short axis 4 chamber, 2 chamber, which shows RARV dilatation, little flattening of the septum, suggesting raised pressures, which is obviously evident. And then we do a contrast study, and the contrast angio shows the anomalous right superior pulmonary vein draining into the SVC. The MPA is markedly dilated. And so we have a diagnosis. There was no LGE. Now, if you look at the causes of pH, you have the 5 groups, and we've discussed this earlier. Of these, and you can summarize these better, group 1 is the PAH or the idiopathic, group 2 is left heart disease including shunts, and then 3, 4 and 5. Our job is to look for the etiology cause of the pH, and what we are able to do typically is look for, so I've removed diffuse lung disease because this is evident clinically. It won't be a surprise when we're scanning the patient, nor will failure and valvular heart disease be a surprise. And so where we make a difference is in finding these causes that I have marked in red. And I did talk about one of these causes as case 40, and you might want to look at that. And I did a whole snippet once when somebody had missed a finding, and that's the radiologist's role in pulmonary hypertension. So this patient, our patient, has an anomalous right superior pulmonary venous drainage into the SVC, and we found a cause for which the MR was done. Of course, the questions remain that can a single anomalous vein cause this kind of pH when there is no sinus venosus ASD? Can this be a group 1 pH with an incidental anomalous vein? All of these are questions that the cardiologist needs to sort out, but our job is done. That is, we found something, we've looked at the pH, we've identified, we've measured the ejection fractions, the volumes, etc., and that pretty much takes care of things. So that's our job, my WhatsApp channel. Thank you so much for viewing this.